The bell is tolling. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Le'Veon Bell, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Ready? 18 Gators.
Come on. Army.
Be careful.
On play action, they'll throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The numbers from last week's game for Ebron, well north of 100 yards receiving. He was hard to stop. The only thing they did well defensively, they didn't allow him to get in the end zone.
And that's small comfort for them because he actually carved them up. I love his versatility. I love his route running. Ran the entire route tree. They hit him on deep shots, quick hitters, balls over the middle, balls to the sideline. He was everywhere. And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback, running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 19th touchdown now of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game.
Set. 18 Gators.
54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Check tight.
Let go.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right? You'd make sure that he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Here's a run with Balaj. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kalen Balaj, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play,
Come on, set. 8, read.
Check back.
Snap.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels.
Set, ready. 10 low ball.
I got it. Tight end left. You got three down.
Get it.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready, set.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
5.
Back to throw now on first down. They complete it to Hill.
We got this.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Hey, 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 hey. 4 down, 4 down.
Back to throw. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was enough.
Ready, ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
All right, T. Let's take. All right, T.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On first down, Drake. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Michael Davis.
50, plant. Shoot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Going deep here for... That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Running, it's Drake. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
30 base.
They'll run with Drake. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason.
Ready up.
Mike 57. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
Snap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best weapon.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a draw play with Drake. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run.
Ready.
50 seconds to Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. Let's go.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He won't go down. Oh, it breaks another. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Officials soak. That one looked pretty easy.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's
Go. 18 Gator.
right there. 54 Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Everybody.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the Dolphins. And even 50 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Eric Ebron with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis.
Ready.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, me and you all day. All day. Have to go.
They'll start the drive with Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Drake. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. A handoff to the right side. It's Drake. call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now back to throw, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Ready, ready! 18 Gator.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none. Go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Going deep here for Stills. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Check the out.
Looking to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. A gain of 32 that time.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's get it together, defense.
Now a handoff for Drake. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Get it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, Bam, right to the receiver.
On the set.
Mike 54.
Hey, watch the slant.
Ready?
On first down, Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Right back to Drake. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Five.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Set, ready? 60 or.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
All day. All day.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Know your job.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Sleep grip. Sleep grip.
On first down, Drake. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And now running right through it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through first down.
Get it.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they got a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people are thinking about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Go now. 70, Indy.
They'll run on first down. It's Drake. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. The Dolphins on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4.